A lot of us XLM fans were getting excited as the price of XLM was above 9 cents for well over a week. That 9-cent mark was starting to become the floor rather than the ceiling. But recent PCE inflation data, biting us in the butt again, has come out knocking XLM as well as the broader crypto market back down in the red. So where's the support for XLM? We also have a new listing for SHIB in the United States. You SHIB holders should be excited out there. And what's going to cause the next bull run? Well, more mistakes from the US government. We're going to start off with the heat map today because that's where the majority of stories lie. Solana sitting at 22.74, down 4.5% last 24. XRP sitting at 37.7. XLM under that 9-cent mark sitting at 8.8, down 2.6% last 24 hours. Bitcoin under 23 and Ethereum under 1,600. The market is definitely reeling back from the latest inflation data that just came across. Bitcoin price drops as core PCE comes in out. All right, what happened? This time the market was watching closely after the January CPI delivered a bad surprise. Prior to the release, estimates suggested that core PCE inflation would rise 0.4% month over month, but instead, guess what? It came in at a hot plus 0.6% versus the 0.4 expected. The year over year figure also came in blazing hot, 4.7%, and was expected at 4.3. Other data which pushed the markets back on down: personal income went up 0.6%, personal spending went up 1.8%, January PCE core went up 0.6%, January PCE price went up 0.6%, and December personal income went up 0.3%. So what happened was we had more inflation data come out suggesting that the Fed's got to come out with a 50 basis point hit. Now, I brought up Solana. The reason I brought up Solana is this: Solana blockchain down yet again. What is going on? Today, February 25th, that's today. That's why you hit the subscribe button, everyone. Today, on February 25th, the Solana blockchain faced network issues. It stopped validating user transactions about 6 a.m. UTC. Public block explorers registered 99% network degradation. Solana's transactional bandwidth dropped from 4,300 to 42 transactions per second. Solana mainnet is experiencing a large forking event right now. Validators are investigating to determine the network health, root cause, and next steps. Transactions may fail right now, and that's why you're seeing Solana down 4.5%. But others out there that don't have outages are down even more. Look at DOT, down 6%. Avalanche, 6.7%. Bit 5.17, Sticks 11.51. So there are some big ones out there that are taking even more abuse than Solana. What do we got? SHIB, be happy for it. Binance US launches active trading for Shiba Inu. Binance US has launched the trading of Shiba Inu, the famous meme coin token. SHIB will replace K-SHIB, as K-SHIB holders will be rewarded with SHIB equivalents. This had to do with numerator-denominator action, everyone. Shiba Inu climbs to the top of the leaderboard in the top 100 ETH whales. Binance US has launched the trading of SHIB, the famous meme coin, on its platform in what looks like a replacement. The exchange delisted a related token, Kilo Shiba, again multiplying SHIB by 1,000 numerators, denominators, designed to make it easier to buy SHIB using the US dollar. K-SHIB is equivalent to 1,000 SHIB, hence K, Kilo SHIB, right, numerator, denominator. Announcing the launch on Twitter, Binance US stated that SHIB tokens is the medium exchange within Shiba Inu ecosystem, which includes ShibaSwap, the DeFi platform that features liquidity pools, token swaps, NFTs, voting rights, and more. By substituting K-SHIB with the universal SHIB on its platform, Binance US offered users alternative measures to secure their investments in K-SHIB. It will automatically convert all K-SHIB investments held by customers. Binance US will delist K-SHIB, and guess what? SHIB will take its place. So SHIB owners, be excited. Now we're going to get into XLM price action. Not looking good. Support not looking good. But first, what's going to drive the next bull run? Well, it's mistakes from the United States. No, seriously. The next bull market in stocks and crypto won't happen until the Federal Reserve has to cut interest rates to bail out the U.S. government, according to Bank of America. Bank of America said that high rates will result in a staggering increase in interest payments to America's 31 trillion. And we know that, right? We've seen more debt added to it. So now here is what Bank of America is saying. What Bank of America is saying is that the U.S. is going to have to go money printer burr. Yep, that's right. Jerome Powell and the Fed are going to have to print even more money because the U.S. is going to have to spend to get out of this recession. So when the U.S. needs to spend more, what would the Fed do to their rates? They would lower the rate so that the interest isn't as high for the United States. The U.S. wouldn't take out more money at high rates. So what's going to happen? The next run happens when the U.S. government has to get bailed out because things are so bad. The Fed then has to start lowering rates. Once the Fed starts lowering rates, the U.S. government can borrow at a cheaper rate. Boom, next bull run. The next bull market in stocks and crypto won't begin until the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates to bail out the U.S. government. The U.S. government has a debt pile of 31 trillion, and it's expected to grow by more than 20 trillion in the next 10 years. That's 5.2 billion every single day, or 218 million every single hour. That's why there's going to be heavy pressure put on Jerome Powell and the Fed to lower rates to give the U.S. government a chance of being able to spend their way out of this mess. Ironic, isn't it? All right, XLM action. Hey, stories up on the screen. XLM went under that 9-cent mark. You've definitely seen support lacking. I've been following the boards here as of late, message boards, action like that, following Twitter. A lot of people are losing hope with XLM. In fact, I had over 10 people yesterday come out and unsubscribe from the channel, with a bunch of them saying, hey, XLM broke down price-wise. Sorry, can't stick around on the channel anymore. Crazy, isn't it? A whole bunch of support has been pulled out for XLM. Now let's take a look at the price here. We can see we reached a high of 9.77, and we have since retraced almost a whole cent down to 8.8. Remember, we wanted 9 cents to be the floor, not the ceiling. And you can see here, we broke through it, right? Day after Valentine's Day, we broke through, couldn't hold it, had a little retracement. Once we broke through, that was it. We were solid from the 18th on. Like I said, we've had about a week right now of solid action above that 9-cent mark, while the rest of the market was starting to trace. Bitcoin, Ethereum, guess what? XRP had retraces way early. In fact, XRP couldn't even break that 40-cent mark. They couldn't even get to that floor versus ceiling action that we're talking about with XLM. Now, earlier I said in the video that hot PCE data came in, and that's what rocked the market. I wonder what candlestick is responsible for the hot PCE data. That's this one right here, everyone. That's right, the macros are still ruling the roost, and that PCE data that came in hotter than expected, which means the Fed is probably going to have to go with the 50 basis point hit this next meeting. That's what put this red candlestick in, taking XLM from 9-cent support to 9-cent ceiling. See, everyone, macros rule the roost. This candlestick right here brought us from 9.06 to 8.9. That was it. And then you could see the next candlestick here tried to break through 9 cents. We had a high of 8.9. Again, could not make it. We have then been going sideways since. So again, macroeconomic information stronger than what any of these crypto companies out there are doing individually. I want you to think of all the things with Stellar. Humanitarian aid, MoneyGram program, all that stuff didn't matter, did it? Bad PCE, hotter than expected, came in and took XLM from floor to ceiling. Yep, that's right. That's what flipped the price of XLM. Now, zooming out, you can also see volume was near poo-poo. Volume was just garbage during this time as well. And let's zoom out just a little bit to the 3-month to show you what we're looking at. This is how big that hit was. We were rolling real well, and then all of a sudden, bad PCE comes in, shoots us down in the foot. But look at this action right here. That 9-cent mark, we held it for a good chunk of time. The last time we were back at that was in November, right? That's why a lot of us were happy, because we were erasing all the bad price action from the back half of November all the way through December. Yeah, and then all of a sudden we lose it with bad PCE action. Now, let me know in the comments below, what is going to happen? What needs to happen for XLM, for holders to come out to support them en masse, for XLM to have stronger floor support, because it keeps breaking down. Now, the last time XLM broke down on that 9 cents, you saw it broke down even more. We had some bad macroeconomic condition data come out, and that pushed us down to the low 7s. Now, we don't have CPI data coming out for 3 more weeks, mid-March, okay? And then a week after that, you have the Fed's Jerome Powell coming out with the rate hike announcement. So we've got a lot of negative headwinds coming up, especially with the market pricing in a 50 basis point hit. And that's what we're already seeing in the futures market. XLM and the crypto market have a tough hill to climb. That PCE data that came out, expectation was 0.4, came in hotter at 0.6. I know the 0.4 to 0.6 doesn't sound like much, but what that means is Jerome Powell and the Fed are going to look at all this inflation coming out. Remember, we just had CPI data that came out really hot, way higher than we expected. In fact, we pretty much went sideways month over month. Those data points right there are telling the Fed, hey, look, you know how you went down to a 25 basis point hit? Probably wasn't smart. You should have gone with a 50 and stayed with the 50, and that's what we were talking about in this channel. China opening up their economy is going to open up demand, which screws up the supply and demand metric that the Fed is trying to curb right now, and more data coming out, right? Strong jobs report, strong wages coming out, high inflation data. Yep, Fed's going to have to come out with a 50. So right now, if you're an XLM holder, there's a lot of downside potential coming up in the next several weeks, leading up to the Fed's next meeting happening like in the 3rd week of March. So XLM holders, there is definitely more pressure to the downside from here. We have more chance of pushing down into the mid 8 cent mark instead of trying to bust through the ceiling of 9 cents and making that 9 cents the floor. The whole market though is facing this exact same action. But I think people that were in XLM were hopeful in this last run, saying, hey, wait a minute, the price is there. The price was moving up while the rest were already falling down. XLM was one of the last ones here to retrace under their support levels. I saw it as I had double-digit people unsubscribe from the channel saying, hey, look, we can't take this anymore with XLM. The price action just sucks. We had a lot of new people, a lot of new action get in when XLM went from that 7 cents all the way on up to 9 cents plus, right? There was a lot of new people, a lot of new faces that came in. A lot of those new faces just got flushed out. Now, I take my dog hiking and I take her training with me all the time. That's this video right here. Check it out. Hit the subscribe button. Look at the videos. Let me know what you think. Second channel, Passion Project. If you want crypto stuff, that's this video right here. I'm going to work out today and then head down to the coast and enjoy some sunny weather. You cool cats, though, have a great rest of your day.